Hello. If you haven't been here before, my name's Daniel and I'm doing Ironman Wales. If you have been here before, sorry about this. Right, I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm doing Ironman Wales, as I said. If I mentioned it, I'm doing Ironman Wales. I don't know what bike to use. Now, this isn't a wind-up, genuinely. I went to Wales to recce the course a couple of weeks ago, took the road bike, thought I'd set my heart on riding the TT bike, but since then I've just had various different thoughts, which I'll talk you through now. So, if I just give you a quick spec overview of the road bike, then the TT bike, what components are on it, what bits are on it, and then sort of do a few comparisons, I'll explain why I'm in this conundrum. So, let's start with the road bike. From the frame, Canyon Enduro CF, weighs about 7 kilos fully built up. Carbon frame, aluminium bars, aluminium wheels, quite a nice lightweight climbing wheel set. Group set is Ultegra Di2, 1132 cassette with a 5236 crank. That's it, I think. Continental GP 4000 tyres, whatever, if that matters. I have got clip-on bars on there, and I have got 2 or 3 sets of different clip-on bars. So I've got ones that rise up like the TT bike ones, and all different shapes for no apparent reason. TT bike, it's a Planet X Exo Set 2, paired with a Zip 808 wheel set. I have got Continental GP TT tyres on there, and soon to have latex tubes, because, well, 3 watts. An Ian Camish base bar setup, USC extensions, and aero coach, angled pads with some angled shims in there. Brake wise, there are Ultegra 6800 brakes, the same as on the road bike. Cassette, I've got an 1125 on there at present. However, I do have a 1228 that I can use as well. That's only 10 speed though, whereas that is 11 speed. So when I go up to 28, I've only got a 1228. I'm not sure if I can get a 1128 or not. The gaps might be too big. Adamo saddle, etc. So very different bikes, probably good at very different things. However, I think when I'm trying to build a bike for Ironman Wales, you sort of compromise on one or the other. I'm either trying to turn that into a race bike or that into a climbing bike. I don't think there's any one sort of best solution. So I've tried putting clip-on bars on that. It's not as fast as that. But then I think, right, okay, I could put the Zip wheels on the Canyon. I could even put the more rugged tyres on the Zip wheels on the Canyon, so a bit of a halfway house. Or I could put the climbing wheels on the Planet X. Or I could just put the front wheel on the Planet X. I don't know. My worries are that doesn't stop very well, especially not in the wet. Carbon specific pads and carbon wheels don't work well in the wet and don't work well in general, whereas that stops great, so that would handle a lot better. I'll be able to probably descend faster, and also I'll probably be able to climb a bit faster with it being about a kilo lighter. But on the flat, that is night and day faster if I can stay in the aero position, which is more aggressive in there. So I think I'm waffling. Basically, I've talked you through the specs. If anybody has done Ironman Wales or has done even Ironman UK, you know, a similar tough course, if you've got any tips, if you use a road bike, if you use a TT bike, had a good, bad experience, please do let me know. I'm really hearing both sides of this at the minute, and I've probably got until this weekend, so that's 2 weeks before Ironman Wales, to make my mind up. I've got a TT this weekend, and I'm going to go for a long ride in the hills, so using both bikes, I'm going to make my decision then. So let me know down below, what would you use and why, or what bits would you change? Would you get some other bits? Because then, just add insult to injury. I've thought, if I do use this, I'm coming off the bars a lot to change gear, but because it's Di2, I can just get some buttons and wire in the buttons to the junction box, and then it's as good as the TT bike shifting. So, more spanners in the works. Please help.